Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we've been decoding Joan, Jett, and the Black Hearts. I love rock and roll, stand and change to dancing. And you cross off the A because it's still in dancing, and you cross off the N because it's still in dancing, you cross off the D because it's still in dancing, and this IN is in both as well. Cross them off. And you're left with STC. We brought STC down. That's what we're running. We're running. Oh God, we're all gonna die. I don't have a smoker's cough at all. That's um uh, so if you start with ST, you end up with the ST Labs, and they deal with chemical solutions for processing needs. You also get ST. We're doing laboratories, by the way. We're going forward, starting with ST Laboratories. Um, ST is ST Laboratories Group in Pasadena, Texas, which is where we think where I think the quantum network user is in Texas. I could be wrong. ST is also Laboratory Services St. Joseph Outpatient Center Lab. You also get St. John's Laboratory. You notice all the information they're pulling out of this, right? I mean, one letter grouping is just going, and I wanted to, and I'm pretty sure there might even be more there, but that's all I wrote down. And if you move on from that, you got TC, and that ends up being TC Labs. That ends up being a Facebook page. You also have TC Laboratories. They deal with body and bath products. They're in New York. You also have TC Dental Lab. You also have TC Tri-Cities Laboratory. I think that's in Washington State, if I read it correctly. And TC, it is. And TC is also the Concentrate Labs Medical Jane, and they deal with butane extractions. I think that deals with medical marijuana. You also have TC is TC Labs FinTech Innovators, and there are more. I'll provide the search. But if you move on from that, you get STC. That's the whole thing going forwards. That ends up being STC Laboratories, STC Laboratory. You also have Science and Technology Center Research Labs, and you also have South Texas College Science Lab and a Computer Lab. And there they are again. South Texas College, excuse me, South Texas College. Every time, guys. Yeah, you also get STC Laboratories in Lagos, Nigeria. That gets you through going forward. All right. Now you're coming back, and you start with CT, and that ends up being CT Laboratories LLC. You also have CT Certified Testing Laboratories, CT.gov. You also have Dayville, Connecticut, I believe, Microbac Laboratories. So you get a few things with CT. Then you got TS coming back. You got TS Laboratories on Facebook. You've got TS Lab. You also have TS Laboratory testing requirements. Then if you take the whole thing coming back, you get CTS, and CTS ends up being CTS Labs. Ends up being CTS Laboratory. You also have CTS, Collaborative Testing Services Incorporated, and they deal with forensic testing. And you also have prevalence and associated factors of carpal tunnel, Medical Laboratory, King Saud University Hospitals. And that gets you through going forwards and backwards in laboratories. That's quite a bit for 3 letters. And I also wanted to point out on that video of this, if you watch the Joan, Jett, and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, the video, there's this guy, and he's done what I've determined to be stancing. He's stancing by the record machine because he's kind of standing because his feet aren't really moving, but he's kind of like doing this whole thing with his head and dancing throwing his arms around, and he kind of looks unsure of himself. Like he's not too sure if he's supposed to be standing there or dancing there, and he's just kind of doing this thing, but his feet aren't moving, so he's standing there. So I thought that was kind of weird, and I checked that out again and just watched that guy, and I think we can invent the new word. He's stancing. So we'll watch for that change because that's he does. He just looks like he doesn't really know what's going on, and he's just doing this thing. So it's a weird looking thing. He's not really dancing. He's moving. He's doing something. He's stancing. He's stand dancing by the record machine. So anyway, that gets you through laboratories. That's again quite a bit of information in each search for only 3 letters, and you don't necessarily get that with the bigger codes. But this is a smaller code, and they're compacting more information into it. It seems so. Research groups will be next. So for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down when appropriate. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.